Hey there, it's Yahshell. And you know how our people kind of live in the age of instant gratification? A lot of our people chase after fast money, whether legal or illegal. And we kind of lived in this survival mode where we needed all the money and we need it right now. We have little patience, we have small attention spans. Well, slow and steady is a very difficult path to follow. It's really hard, especially coming from the survival mode or the survival age, as black people growing up in ghettos had to survive. But everybody experiences it because that's just the society that we live in. But it takes intelligent restraint, an intense focus, and a true vision of the future and the future needs of the people to be able to be patient enough to allow your business to grow. So I remember my husband and we started a custom printing business in 2009. We started custom printing on t-shirts. We were supposed to pay the rent, which was $1,000. Instead, we bought a screen printing machine so that eventually we could start our own screen printing company and clothing line and that it could be successful. But for some reason, I had in the back of my mind that, okay, Sunday we're going to go pick up the printer and Monday we'll start printing t-shirts and making money from it. And I was so wrong. Like the reality is that we have this big old huge screen print machine in our small 2-bedroom apartment and no one knows how to use it. There were plenty of nights and days that I had to talk myself into being patient. There was years of trial and error. My husband had to learn the printing process. Many days and nights of frustration. We spent a lot of time on Google buying books, talking to people, asking questions on how to use this thing. So then my husband felt that he knew enough to actually print a t-shirt for a customer. So he printed it and it was a freaking disaster. But we didn't give up. We kept the pace. We didn't lose patience within our business, within one another. And we didn't lose patience in the process of building our business. And now our business has grown. We purchased a home. We're in a much better space. We have a dedicated client base. We have distributors, and his prints are professional prints. And we have customers nationwide. Now, we're not millionaires yet, but we are well on our way. I say this to say that practice and patience, along with consistency, is the important ingredient to building a successful business. The issue with the new entrepreneurs, especially in the digital and information age, is that we tend to be very impatient and we expect quick results without putting in the persistent work. And it just doesn't work like that. In order to build a business, we need to be patient for the long run. Instead of focusing on where you want your business to be in the next month or year, we should be thinking about our business goals in the next 10, 20, even 30 years down the road. And how are you going to make all of your ambitions? You got to think about how you're going to make all your ambitions grow into fruit, actual fruitful businesses. So, patience is a skill, and like every other skill, we must exercise it to make it stronger. Honestly, I was not a patient person when I first started my business. I didn't want to wait for anything. I did whatever in my power to make my business bear fruit right now. There were many days filled with anxiety, fear, anger, and depression because I was trying to rush the process and it wasn't working. And the truth is, you can rush it all you want to. You can feel all of those negative feelings all you want to, but the process remains the same. It will still take time, many years. So I came to the conclusion that I was going to trust the process of building. I even took it a step further in saying that I am not only going to trust the process of building, I'm going to find ways to enjoy the process of building. I'm going to trust the process of building my business by remaining calm and patient, all while putting in the work every single day, making the mistakes, going through the embarrassment of failure or perceived failure, learning and improving. So, if you're experiencing impatience while building your business, just remember these tips to keep you going. Number one, take your time, but be ready to move quickly when necessary. So in some cases, you're going to see an opportunity. You need to move quick on it. But for some companies, there's a temptation to grow rapidly. So if you aren't happy with your with your business growth, it may be best to slow down, breathe in and out, and refine your product or service or your online content. Number two, you're going to wait for the right opportunities for you. So all these opportunities in your business, it should all line up with your life purpose, with your mission, with things that you want to do. Your business should line up with your lifestyle, with your purpose, because it's going to be, you're going to have a why. You're going to have to know why you're doing this, because hard times are going to come and you're going to just want to throw it away, and the only thing that'll get you to stay consistent and not give up is your why. So when you spot an opportunity, it is tempting to jump right in, but make sure the opportunity is the right one for you. Take the time to research and evaluate the opportunity. If someone is urging you to join the opportunity, chances are the opportunity is too good to be true. Number three is to take the time to build your reputation, especially online. What many people don't realize is that building a business is, in many cases, a lifetime relationship, a commitment like a marriage. There's something about patience that helps to build your reputation. When you build consistently, you will have access to clients who might have in the past avoided your company or your online content simply because it was new. But eventually they come around with your consistency. They do come around. So, number four is practicing patience while building your business. It will not only help you build an audience and a customer base, but it will help you to develop a better culture around your business. You'll be able to create a space that people just love to be around. Developing a culture around your business makes all the difference when it comes to retaining customers, retaining employees, and keeping them happy. And this culture usually is built like around your values, your core values, your mission, the whole purpose of your business. When people understand that and the long-term goals, they're more likely to support you, especially if it lines up with like their life goals. They're going to support you, and it's going to be long term. Number five is to accept that there will always be challenges. We cannot get around them. I've tried. Trust me, if there was a way to get around a challenge, I would be the one who knows how to do it. There's not. Challenges will always pop up. There will always be things that pop up that you didn't expect. But with your patience, you'll have the ability to endure a long wait calmly or deal with annoying problems without frustration. And many of the world's greatest thinkers and philosophers and business owners, they have one thing in common. They all emphasize the power and the importance of practicing patience. Number six is, after experiencing the ups and downs of business growth, you tend to learn a lot of lessons. And many a times, lessons that no one else has taught you, or even if they have taught you, those lessons, you probably didn't pick it up because it just didn't register in your mind, or maybe it was the way they said it. You didn't really understand the scope of the problem and the solution until you actually went through the problem and through the solution. And a lot of times by sharing those lessons, you use that stuff for creating the content. By you sharing your screw ups and how you got through, and just sharing your whole process, which is what I'm doing. I'm sharing the process of the building of our business, especially online. But when you practice your patience on a regular basis, you'll find that you become more wise, and that wisdom actually improves your personal skills, which puts you in a better position as a thought leader. And a thought leader is basically somebody who has experience, who is trying to help people and teach people about all the mistakes they made and how they learn to get through them. So becoming a thought leader in your industry also requires patience, but when it's done right, it can transform your brand. It can open doors to bigger opportunities and build lasting trust with people in your audience who matter to you, those people who matter to you the most, which is your audience. So just remember that it is easy to jump into an opportunity that you see, but no matter the opportunity, it's going to take patience to build. It's going to take time, especially if you're starting from scratch. You don't have a lot of start, you don't have capital. You're starting this business from basically nothing. But that's okay. It can be done, and it will be with your consistency and your patience. It's hard. It is hard. It's slow. It's a slow road of patience. But when it's all said and done, patience is the difference between successes and failures of your business. Practicing patience will help you reach your goals, even if it's a slower road than what you plan. You'll eventually get there. Hey, I'm Yahshell, and I'm glad you showed up. Welcome to Boss Economics. The purpose of Boss Economics is to unite Black people to buy from Black-owned businesses consistently. We have a $1.3 trillion Black spending problem. 97% of our trillions go to whites, Asians, and Arabs, you name it. We can use that money to build wealth, to purchase land, and increase resources. I can't believe no one is talking about this. We are literally funding our own oppression. With this system I'm presenting to you, we will be able to produce thousands, if not millions, of Black millionaires every year. How do we do that? We do that by participating in our online Black economy. Black people buying from Black-owned businesses consistently has a massive positive impact on our race. Buying Black makes all the difference. It creates prosperous businesses. It creates jobs. It reduces unemployment. It creates wealth. It reduces crime, reduces dependence on government aid. It teaches us that we can do for ourselves. It instills pride in our race and so much more. Our company has 3 powerful groups. These 3 groups work together to create the movement of Black-made products from Black businesses to Black consumers, which creates jobs, wealth, and freedom for our race. The 3 groups are the suppliers, the marketers, and the supporters. The suppliers are Black business owners who make their own products or services and join the supplier program. The suppliers ship the company a supply of the products each month, and they place them in the warehouse. The marketers promote the products to the Black consumers who order them online, and the staff ships the products directly to the consumers. Suppliers then get paid for each product sold. The second program is the marketers. The marketers sell the products. Marketers are Black people who join the marketing opportunity. They encourage Black people they know to purchase from the movement, where they can get paid for each sale they make. Marketers also invite other Black people to become marketers as well. By building a team of marketers, they can earn income from their sales that their team makes. The third program is the supporters. Supporters are Black consumers who sign up to purchase products monthly on the site. Supporters receive discounts, earn rewards, dollars for their purchases, and receive great recognition for buying Black monthly. Supporters can also refer other Black consumers to the supporter program and earn reward dollars from each purchase that they make. As a people, we must work together to solve our own problems. Through this movement, thousands of us are working together to promote, sell, and distribute Black-made products and services to Black consumers worldwide. There's over 69,000 of us in 157 different countries with over 147,000 products sold on the website and growing. So you're going to want to be a part of this movement. It's your duty as a Black person who's ever complained about anything that happened to you to either become a supporter, a marketer, or a supplier. If you're not buying Black, then you're just talking. You're just being a talktivist. We want to be activists. And how do we act? We act with our dollar. We don't want to wait until 2053 when the Black median wealth falls to 0. We don't want to wait for that. That's going to be an ugly day. We don't want to wait for the racial wealth gap to be even wider in 30 years. So become a supplier, a marketer, or a supporter today. Go to yahshell.com, fill out the information. I'll send you my referral link, and we can take it from there.